We realize now that the risk of catching the coronavirus is never going to be zero for any particular individuals in our country or in our area. So the question arises now is how low does the risk have to get before we feel safe to resume our normal activities in life like they were before the virus came to our country? In previous videos, I looked at the activity of shaking hands, and that's just an example of normal behavior. We're told that the virus lasts about 2 weeks, the contagion period, and typically someone comes down with the virus and 2 or 3 days later they have symptoms. The symptoms last 8 to 10 days, and 2 or 3 days after that, the disease is in the past for that person. So roughly in 2 weeks' time, a person can pass the virus on to someone else. And that's really the key data that we want to look at is how many new cases are showing up in our area in the past 2 weeks. The total number of cases is immaterial. To better understand this information, you may want to watch previous videos I've created, and they're in the description below. Okay, let's take a look at some data again. This is the familiar spreadsheet that you've seen in my previous videos. I've expanded it just a little bit and added Clearfield County, which is really the county where we do most of our shopping here in Elk County and Jefferson County. So I'm going to include that data to show us a little bit of our exposure in stores. Again, this spreadsheet is about shaking hands as a sample activity, and we can just see in the different columns here population and how many cases in total since the inception of the virus. This data has been taken on 5/31/20, and it shows how many people per the population have had the virus in total. Just like in Elk County, it shows 1 in 5,028. So if we shake hands with 15 people a week, that's going to take us 335 weeks before we can be assured of shaking hands with one of the persons that has had the virus, which translates into almost 6.5 years. So now if we scroll down to the next area on the spreadsheet, this information is taken on 6/14/20, which would be 2 weeks after the first group. And the reason we're looking at these two different dates is it gives us a 2-week time spread. So then we scroll down to the third area on our spreadsheet, and that shows us the difference, increase of new cases in each counties in the past 2 weeks. You can see in Elk County we've had no new cases. Jefferson has 9, Clearfield has 16, and for comparison purposes, Philadelphia has 1,507. So now if we look across and see what's our chance of shaking hands with someone in each one of these counties, if we shake hands with 15 people a week. Of course, in Elk County, we have no chance because no one has the virus at all. Then in Jefferson County, we're looking at 6 years, and also it's pretty close to the same value in Clearfield County, 6 years before we will be assured of shaking hands with one of those persons that's had the coronavirus in the last 2 weeks as of 6/14/20. And of course, Philadelphia County has a lot more cases, but it's still going to take 1.35 years before you would shake hands with someone who has had the coronavirus in the past 2 weeks. So you can see the risk is very low for shaking hands. Did you enjoy this video and find it informative? If so, click the like button below. Also, if you haven't already done so, click the subscribe button below so that you won't miss any future videos. Thanks for watching. Did you enjoy this video and find it informative? If so, click the like button below. Also, if you haven't already done so, click the subscribe button below so that you won't miss any future videos. Thanks for watching.